Are those putting greens at the intersection of College Drive and Camino del Rio? Find out why former U.S. Senator Gary Hart will be in Durango later this month, and explore the Durango Flea Market for hidden treasure in this edition of Inside Durango News. I'm Ashley Dixon.
You're watching Inside Durango News, your source for information about Southwest Colorado. Brought to you by Oxford Asset Management, inspiring confidence, growing dreams. Oxford Asset Management.
Nonprofit professionals say that people give to people, and if that's the case, nonprofit representatives in Southwest Colorado will have an opportunity to meet face-to-face with Denver area funders during the quadrennial Southwest Colorado Rural Philanthropy Days scheduled for June 11th, 12th, and 13th in Pagosa Springs. Rural Philanthropy Days is a statewide program offered by the Community Resource Center. With the help of local representatives, CRC organizes 2 annual conferences in 2 of 8 rural regions in Colorado. The conferences rotate to different regions each year, so that individual regions like Southwest Colorado host a conference every 4 years. The conferences include workshops, professional development sessions, but most importantly, an opportunity for local nonprofit representatives to meet with funders from the Denver area. 4 years ago, the town of Mancos hosted the conference. This year, Pagosa Springs is rolling out the red carpet for its guests.
We are so excited that Rural Philanthropy Days is coming to Pagosa Springs. It's an opportunity for us to show off the farthest eastern part of our region. And it's a beautiful time of year here, and we're just excited the direction that Rural Philanthropy Days has gone and how we build on it every single year. We become closer as a region, and it's just, I can't express how great it is for all the different organizations to get together amongst themselves as well as with the funding agencies. And Pagosa Springs is just honored to host Rural Philanthropy Days in 2014.
Rural Philanthropy Days was founded in the early 1990s after the Community Resource Center study found that only 3% of private grants were awarded outside the Denver metro area. The Anschutz Family Foundation initiated the Rural Philanthropy Days program to bring front-range funders to the state's rural communities to learn about their needs and nonprofit funding opportunities. The first RPD conference was held in Grand Junction in 1991. Since then, 44 RPD conferences has been held statewide. And people do give to people. After Rural Philanthropy Days conference, the average sum of grants increases more than 140%. The average number of grants increased 37%, and the average amount per grant increases 65%. Since the last Rural Philanthropy Days event in Southwest Colorado 4 years ago, the 11 core funders of Rural Philanthropy Days gave nearly $16 million to Southwest Colorado nonprofits. Of that amount, $10 million found its way to La Plata County. If you want to know more about Rural Philanthropy Days, visit crcamerica.org. Gary Hart, a former Colorado senator and a 2-time Democratic presidential candidate, will be the keynote speaker at the La Plata County Democratic Party's annual Jefferson-Jackson Day dinner, scheduled for Saturday, June 21st at the DoubleTree Hotel. The annual fundraising dinner helps local, state, and national candidates with their election campaigns. Tickets for general seating are $60 per person. If you want to sit at Hart's table, you'll have to fork over $125. Tickets to sit at 3rd Congressional District candidates Abel Tapia's table are $100 each, and State Representative Michael McLaughlin supporters can pay $75 each for the honor of sitting at his table. The evening begins with a reception and silent auction at 5:30 p.m. and dinner following at 7 p.m. Hart was campaign manager for George McGovern's presidential bid against Richard Nixon in 1972. He later ran for the U.S. Senate and served from 1975 to 1987. He vied for the Democratic presidential nomination in 1984, but lost to Walter Mondale. He tried again in 1987, but dropped out of the race after he was alleged to have an extramarital affair. Hart is the author of more than a dozen books on national and international policy and 5 novels, the most recent of which was entitled Durango, a mystery set in our hometown with the backdrop of water development projects in the region. To make reservations for the Jefferson-Jackson dinner, visit the La Plata County Democratic Party's website at laplatadem's.org. Up next, what to do if you encounter a horseback rider on the trail.
Who knew that I would be helping people into a cycling lifestyle for 34 years? And during that 34 years, things have changed a lot.
Working on toys, basically. Toys for adults, toys for kids, things that make people happy, keep people healthy.
You know, that's a real nice thing about this shop. Developing those relationships with our customers is really a plus here. I've made a lot of real good friends.
You're watching Inside Durango News. I'm Ashley Dixon. With more than 300 miles of trails within a 30-minute drive of Durango, you'd think that conflicts between different types of trail users would be fairly common. But according to Trails 2000 Executive Director Mary Monroe, Southwest Colorado residents are particularly respectful when it comes to using the trails. And Trails 2000 wants to keep it that way. Trails 2000 will celebrate National Trails Day on Saturday, June 7th with a Share the Trails education campaign. Volunteers will staff the Horse Gulch Trailhead all day starting at 9 a.m. Trail users will be encouraged to sign a Share the Trails pledge, and they'll get a spiffy lapel pin to show off their commitment to the concept.
Share the Trails means something very, very basic. It means when there's someone else on the trail that you respect that they're on the trail enjoying their time for this exact same reason you're out there. It's a very simple concept. There are rules of the trails. Things like when someone says on your left, you move to the right so they can pass on your left. Things like when you come across a horse, you make sure to stop about 200 feet before the horse so as not to startle them, and you move to the downside of the trail. Horses are prey animals, and so they don't want you looking upon them because they'll feel that you might be attacking them. And the first and most important thing with a horse is to announce yourself long before you come across them and say, I'm coming up to you, and ask the horse rider, how would you like me to handle this? And they'll give you complete directions. And so just making every interaction that you can on the trail as positive as you can, a simple hello. It's a very easy thing to do. In Durango, we're super lucky that we have a strong Share the Trails ethic. There's a very small amount of user conflict, and we like to keep it that way, so we're just promoting the positive nature that Durango already has.
Trails 2000 is a nonprofit organization that builds and maintains trails across governmental jurisdictions and private property. It also educates trail users about trail etiquette and other topics. During the 2014 summer season, thousands of hikers, bicyclists, and horseback riders will use local trails, Monroe said. Although no comprehensive study has been conducted on the number of users in the surrounding area, the Bureau of Land Management conducted an assessment on the sale barn area east of Walmart. The study suggested that 40,000 to 60,000 people use the trails in one season. Monroe said that outdoor enthusiasts can find 9 major trailheads within the Durango city limits. And Trails 2000 is always looking for volunteers to help maintain the trails. Monroe expects to recruit more than 900 volunteers this season to help with trail maintenance. One of the biggest projects will be the restoration of the Log Chutes trail system off Junction Creek Road. If you'd like to volunteer for a trails project, visit the website for a schedule of trail work events at trails2000.org. The Durango Planning Commission on June 2nd voted to recommend that the City Council approve new retail marijuana regulations that will allow retail pot sales in the Central Business District. The proposed regulations include a 1,000-foot buffer between retail stores and schools, addiction recovery facilities, or residential child care facilities, and they include a 250-foot buffer of dedicated public park. The 250-foot buffer will allow retail marijuana stores to locate facilities on Main Avenue. The new regulations were to be presented to the Council for a public hearing on June 3rd. It's expected that the new regulations will be in place to allow sales beginning July 1st. And it won't be cheap for a business owner to establish a retail marijuana operation. Also on the June 3rd City Council agenda was the fee schedule that business owners will be charged if they want to apply for a retail marijuana license. A retail application could cost as much as $2,500. The license, another $2,500. A background investigation fee of $250 per person, and an operational fee of $5,000. Total cost of city fees to open a retail marijuana shop? More than $10,000. According to the fee schedule prepared by city staff, the fees are in line with other communities that allow retail marijuana sales. City staff estimates that it will spend more than $160,000 on staff time to administer the new regulations in 2014 and double that amount in 2015. Fees will generate about $150,000 in 2014 and $250,000 in 2015. No estimates were available for the amount of retail tax revenue that marijuana sales are expected to generate. However, the Colorado Department of Revenue reports that retail marijuana sales generated a total of $5.3 million from 16 counties during the first quarter of 2014 alone. For more information, visit the City of Durango's website at durangogov.com. No, they're not putting greens. The new green boxes at the intersection of 9th Street and Camino del Rio and at College Drive in Camino del Rio are new bicycle safety features that have been installed as part of the continuous flow intersection improvements on U.S. Highways 550 and 160. The green bike boxes are designated spaces for cyclists to wait in front of stopped cars. When the traffic light turns red, cars should stop behind the green box and allow the cyclist to proceed first, according to Nancy Shanks with the Colorado Department of Transportation. Green painted bike lanes also have been integrated into the intersection to heighten driver awareness, she said. In addition to bike lanes, a number of safety features for pedestrians have also been installed. Raised medians on Camino del Rio provide pedestrian refuges on them, and raised sidewalks at right turns on Camino del Rio and College Drive slow traffic to indicate to motorists that they must yield to pedestrians. And there's more good news for motorists. CDOT and its contractor, Concrete Works of Colorado, have announced that there will be no more travel lane closures on roads north of College Drive. Construction started in mid-March and is expected to be completed in August. For more information about construction delays, log on to coloradodot.info. Up next, finding treasures at the flea market.
All aboard! Climb aboard the dinosaur train. Join Buddy the T-Rex and all your dinosaur friends for a Dinosaur Nature Trackers adventure.
Yeah! We're the Nature Trackers!
Discover new adventures aboard a real train ride with everyone's favorite T-Rex, Buddy. Tickets, please! Tickets and event information available online or by phone. Take a ride on the dinosaur train.
Ride the dinosaur train in Durango, June 7th through 8th and 14th through 15th.
You're watching Inside Durango News. I'm Ashley Dixon. It's true that one man's trash is another man's treasure, and sometimes that may literally be true at the flea market, where a little trinket may turn out to be a valuable antique. We sent news producer Debo Urota to the Durango Flea Market at the La Plata County Fairgrounds on opening day last month. Let's see what she found. And then afterwards, stay tuned for our visit with the Durango Powerhouse Science Center, formerly known as the Durango Discovery Museum. We'll find out why they changed their name and their plans for their signature fundraiser coming up on Father's Day weekend.
Hi, I'm Deborah Urota here at the opening day of the flea market for the season, and we're going to take a walk around and see what we can find.
We started the flea market years ago, probably in the late 90s, out at the Rocket Drive-In. The family was great. They liked the idea that we have a flea market on Sundays, and then at night they show the movie. So we had a small break when they decided to sell the property of the Rocket Drive-In. And so we had a short hiatus of about a year, and then looked at the fairgrounds. And the fairgrounds at that time had just torn down the horse stables, and so we had that big open patch of dirt there for about 3 years, and then they developed it, and we're still there.
Ooh, do you have a? I think I'm going to have blue teeth. Do I? And so what do you like best about a flea market?
Money.
So where do you get the sunglasses that you sell?
I get most of the glasses in California and New Jersey.
Are they fire sales?
Are they what?
Fire sales. I mean, are they like leftover stock?
No, it's all new. Yeah, all my stuff's all new. I buy it new from middlemen that send it from China. Okay, and then I resell it.
All right.
And I do well enough that I can make a living at it.
You never know what you'll find. You never know what you'll see. Each weekend is something unique from somewhere around the world or something local, and it's just a real thrill. And you get some awesome deals, some absolutely great deals.
Okay, so I'm just amazed that we are even selling roofs at the flea market. Go figure.
We are. I'm an auctioneering roofer.
You really can find anything and everything at the flea market on one weekend or another.
25 would give me 30, now 35, 40 would give me 45 for the roof.
Well, we made it back to our car without buying anything. I'm really proud of us. have blue teeth, and we'll be coming back to the flea market next week. I'm Deborah Urota for Inside Durango News. Back to you, Ashley.
And next time I need a pair of sunglasses, I'm going to the flea market. Ashley, do you ever go to the flea market?
I love the flea market.
Love the flea market. All right, so 2 Ashleys, 1 topic. I'm here with Ashley Hine from the Powerhouse Science Center, and we are talking about the annual Who's Your Daddy Festival coming up on
June 14th, next Saturday at Buckley Park. And it's actually our 10th annual Who's Your Daddy, so it's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. And this is such a fun event, especially, you know, there's not that many events you can bring the whole family to, and everyone's going to be entertained. And this is definitely one of them.
Yep, this is definitely one of them. We've got a great lineup with bands. We have about 7 bands playing, including Papa Otis, the Diabolical Sound Machine, and that's just over in the music area. We've got a beer garden as well. We have Wines of the San Juan coming down to do wine this year.
Nice.
And Zia will be there with margaritas.
So something for the plus 21 crowd.
Everyone. We also have a dunk tank coming this year.
Very fun.
And a bounce house. As usual, we'll have all sorts of scientific activities like the Lego booth. We're even dissecting eyeballs.
Whoa, real ones?
Real ones, not human eyeballs. We're dissecting. It will be lamb eyeballs or pig eyeballs.
Man, that's pretty cool. And so you guys are working with some new real estate for this year as well, moving into Buckley Park.
We are moving into Buckley Park. The Motor Expo, which takes up all of Main Street, has been growing so much that they have asked us to move into Buckley Park, and we're happy to do it. I think it's going to be a huge hit up in Buckley Park. The grass is really nice, and the slope on the grass makes for wonderful slip and slides.
Oh, they're going to be slip and slides.
Slip and slides.
Now, is this just for kids, or can adults get in on this action as well?
No, adults we welcome everybody to get in on the action.
Okay, because I would be one of those people standing on the sidelines like, is this all right for me to
go
go down
hop
with this?
Hop in. There's also a putt-putt golf course that's happening, mini golf. We have a Strider course for the little kids that's sponsored by Alpine Bank, so they can get on their Striders and run around. And I think one of the most exciting things for the Durango folks is we have some gluten-free options this year, as well as some vegan options this year for food. We'll have the Intolerant Italian, and we will also have the Pod down there with us this year.
Very nice. So you literally are covering all the bases for everyone in Durango.
Yes, please come.
So I know you guys have some terrific sponsors, some that have been with you guys forever, and I'm sure you want to give them a little love as well.
Absolutely.
They make it all happen.
We would not be able to do this without our sugar daddy, Carvers.
Oh, I like that.
They have been, this event actually, it's evolved so much over the past 10 years. It started with bringing some fun science activities out onto the street, and that was in, what's this year? It's 2014, so this was in 1994.
Nice.
Yep, 1994, they brought some stuff out and they tried really hard. No, 2004, you're right.
I was going to correct you, but I was like,
that's
let it go.
It's good, just let that one go. So 2004, they brought just little things out onto the street, and maybe 800 people came, and we made like $1,000 off of the event, and it's just gotten bigger and better, and right now we expect about 3,000 people and to make up near $60,000.
So this is one of your major fundraisers.
This is our major fundraisers for the operational, and it's always been sponsored by Carvers. They will be there with beer, no food this year, just beer. And then we get a lot of support from Four Corners Broadcasting, and we get most of our support from Fast Signs, as well as 360 Durango this year, and you guys.
Awesome. Yeah. We're doing it right now.
We're doing it right now.
Showing our support, spreading the word. So for people who want more information about this event, you know, they want to plan their weekend and see what it's all about, where's a good place for them to go?
They can go to our website, which is still www.durangodiscovery.org, which will soon change to POWSI because of our recent name change.
Yes, and that was another thing.
That
you
is
guys
another
had a big
thing.
name change recently.
We did have a name change recently. When people think of museum, they think of kind of don't touch, it's under glass. And you know, the Durango Discovery Museum is not necessarily what we are anymore. We serve all areas, and we do outreach with a bunch of programs, so we're all over the Four Corners. So we're just calling ourselves the Powerhouse Science Center.
Yes, and you do so many cool events, not just for kids, but for adults as well. And I think this is a prime example of one of those events. So the website, one more time for people who want more information.
DurangoDiscovery.org.
.org. Awesome. Well, it's going to be a pretty fun day, and when you get a festival like this going, it's hard not to have a good time. Bands, food,
music,
everything.
drinks, everything. It's all right there.
Awesome.
And the music wouldn't be available if it wasn't for our two music sponsors, Mercy Regional Medical Center and the RH Crossland Foundation.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to be there.
Well, I hope so.
Slip and slide, here I come. All right, thanks so much, Ashley,
Yeah,
for coming
thank you,
in.
Ashley.
Up next, our weekly updates.
Hike on over to Backcountry Experience for the Osprey Backpack 40th Anniversary Celebration, and let our pros help you find the pack that fits your passion. Exclusively selected as one of the only 14 Osprey Pro shops in the nation, we carry every size, color, and type of backpack that Osprey manufactures. Our master outfitters have the training and on-the-trail experience to custom fit your pack for your body, shape, size, and backpacking needs. Whether you're hiking in the desert, biking to work, or trekking around the world, you won't carry an Osprey pack, you'll wear it. Then join our Backcountry Experience team and the Osprey family for Osprey's 40th anniversary party and premiere Durango screening of the Osprey Backpack Story at 6:30 p.m. Saturday, June 14th at Scott Brewing in Bodo Industrial Park. Find the Osprey pack that fits your passion during the Osprey 40th anniversary celebration at Backcountry Experience, Osprey's only pro shop in the region.
Who's Your Daddy? Backed by popular demand, the Powerhouse Science Center celebrates dads, papas, and other father figures everywhere during the 10th annual Who's Your Daddy fundraiser on Saturday, June 14th. Join in the family fun at our new venue this year on the cool and shady lawn of Buckley Park. Live music, food, beer garden, slip and slides, and crafty scientific fun. Sponsored by Carver Brewing Company, Bass Science, Four Corners Broadcasting, Mercy Regional Medical Center, and the RH Crossland Foundation. Support your hometown science center. Come give your daddy a hug on June 14th.
Immerse yourself in the beauty of the San Juans and the performance of Music in the Mountains, an amazing festival of classic concerts, chamber music, Pops Night, youth performance, world music, and free family events. More than 24 concerts scheduled throughout the festival season. July 13th through August 3rd at Durango Mountain Resort, the Community Concert Hall at Fort Lewis College, and other venues around Durango. Select concerts sell out early. Get your tickets now at the festival office in downtown Durango or online at musicinthemountains.com.
Welcome to the Irish Embassy Pub Durango. We import the majority of our products straight from the Emerald Isle, and let's get it right. You want your Guinness directly imported from Dublin. You want it stored at precisely the right temperature. And you want the pour to be a matter of taste and science. You want to pull with the patience and precision that it deserves. And if that wasn't authentic enough, you want to enjoy it in a pub where the shelves are stocked with 24 different kinds of Irish whiskey. Yes, you want the true Irish experience. Come visit us at the Irish Embassy Pub Durango.
You're watching Inside Durango TV. I'm Ashley Dixon. Here are your weekly updates. Fort Lewis College will host a health careers camp from June 11th through the 13th for 8th, 9th, and 10th graders from throughout Southwest Colorado. Visit the Southwestern Colorado Area Health Education Center at swcahc.org for more information. Three Springs will host a free performance by acoustic guitarist Jack Ellis in the Plaza from 5 to 7 p.m. on Wednesday, June 11th. Bring a picnic dinner and your favorite refreshments. Visit threespringsdurango.com for more information. Jazz in the Movies, a jazz chamber concert, and dinner by Music in the Mountains will be offered on Thursday, June 12th at the Unitarian Universalist Life Church at 419 San Juan Drive in Durango. The $25 admission includes dinner and the concert. Dinner will be served at 6:30 p.m. and the concert starts at 7:30. It features the Pertati Jazz Ensemble and will showcase some of the popular jazz works from Hollywood films and productions. Visit musicinthemountains.com for more information. An advanced whitewater survival skills class will be offered June 13th, 14th, and 15th by Mile to Wild Rafting. The class will cover advanced hydrology, pinned boat person rescues, multiple victim scenarios, and advanced rope rescue techniques for ages 16 and older. Cost is $249. Visit miletowild.com to register. The Durango Motor Expo Classic Car Show will run from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, June 14th on Main Avenue. Expect dozens and dozens of cars of all makes, models, and vintages. More than hundreds of awards presented. Visit DurangoMotorExpo.com. That's it for this week's community updates. The community calendar is brought to you by what'shappeningdurango.com. Post your free event today and join the one-stop, easy-to-use events calendar for Durango. I'm Ashley Dixon. Thanks for watching Inside Durango News, and remember, keep watching. You'll like what you see.
Tune in weekly on Inside Durango News, your source for information about what's going on in Southwest Colorado. Inside Durango News is brought you by